There's our sheet right here. Get your B sheet. This is your A sheet. You're gonna get your B sheet, which has the glue on top. And when you get to the edge, you want to slow down just a little bit to make sure all that glue comes off. It's like if vinyl was super flat, then this is how it would feel. 8.5 by 11 sheet does not look that bad at all. It looks appropriate, very appropriate on this shirt.
Boom, wait a minute, just like that. Boom, 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 just like that. A-Dubb Productions, just like that. Like, comment, subscribe, just like that. Boom, wait a minute, just like that. A-Dubb, you ready? Wait a minute.
We are back in the lab, guys, and behind me I have a few devices, but I want to talk about one in particular. This guy right here. The Luminaris RP-200 white toner transfer printer. This device right here has not gotten enough shine on the channel, and I think that I didn't give it a good enough try, and it's time for us to really get deep into it, guys. So previous to this, I've told you guys that the only thing that I use this printer for is to make labels, neck tags and stuff like that. But after playing around with it for a while, I've discovered how to use it properly, and I'm gonna tell you guys what the company does not tell you, what Ricoma does not tell you about the printer. And I think they should specifically, and they probably have subtly, but they need to like pound this and say this even more. If you are using this printer to make t-shirts, it's good for artists, it's good for people that have, you know, Adobe Illustrator, and it's good for people like yourselves who have access, because we all have access to services like Fiverr, where you can go and get somebody to create artwork for you. But the main thing that you want to remember when using this printer, the main thing that you want to remember, which you should be doing anyway anytime you're printing something out to go on a garment, just like the RI-1000, the main thing, make sure you tell your artist to export your image, your final image, with the CMYK color profile. You want to do that anyway anytime you're printing out something for garments, but for some reason on the RI-1000, on the DTG printer, you can buy it, you can download something from the internet. It won't be it'll be RGB, it won't be CMYK, and it'll still print out pretty okay if it's, you know, high enough resolution and stuff like that. But this right here, the colors will get thrown off, and you will have to try to tweak and peek them in the settings of the Luminaris software. But if you export your image CMYK, I'm going to show you the settings that I have in Luminaris, and I think you can get some good quality stuff out of it to print onto shirts. Now we're going to run several tests over the course of this week and next week with the Luminaris RP-200, guys. We're going to mix some other videos in there, but we're going to be testing this out a whole lot. Going to do some wash tests for you guys, because we want to see if this is something valid that we can make shirts with. All right, and I know the answer to it already. The answer is yes, but I want to show you guys more than I can tell you guys. All right, so let's jump into it right now. I'm going to print something out straight from Luminaris. I'm going to show you my settings, and then we're going to press it onto. We're going to do the marrying process, and then we're going to press it onto a shirt. All right. If you're new to the channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button. I greatly appreciate it. It helps me out a lot. Thank you. So we are in the Luminaris software right now, guys, and yesterday I made these hats on my Ricoma EM1010. And today we're going to make some shirts to match these hats. You can buy them right now on AlanAwade.com. By the way, AlanAwade.com. Limited quantities are available, so you can purchase them right now. But let's make the shirt to go with the hat. Matter of fact, let me put one of these things on right here. I like this one right here. I'm all types of mismatch. But anyway, guys, so I'm in Luminaris software right now, and I've imported the design that I made to go on the shirt. I created it in Illustrator and I imported it. I want to show you guys the settings, and I'm still not 100% familiar with this software, but I'll show you guys what I am familiar with. I want to show you guys my settings. Color adjust right here, And these are the settings that I have for my when I send this stuff to print. All right, so you can copy my settings, you can see exactly what I'm doing, so you know that will eliminate the chance of you getting stuff mixed up if you have the RP-200. All right, so showed you my settings. Another thing that I did was I went into ink removal. You see these little small holes all over it? I went into ink removal and I enabled ink removal, and I put little holes. All right, and this is my settings for the holes. I got frequency 20, angle 22, round. You see, you got all these different options right here. You can do inverted ellipse, you can do ellipse, you can do inverted diamond, you can do a bunch of different settings. And what these do is they put little holes inside of the area where the thing prints to make the ink more breathable, so that it doesn't have that papery feel, or it doesn't have as much as of a papery feel. And shape size, you can adjust that. I got mine on 210, but you can adjust that to to give it a different look, give it a different feel. You can make it big, right, or to the point where you can barely see it, your image. And the more you dial it in, the more of your image that you get. All right, and this line right here is just a demonstration of exactly what you're doing. All right, so that's the settings I have. Nothing else special, nothing else changes, nothing immaculate that I did. I went ahead and I sized it. I'm gonna scale this down just a tiny little bit to make sure all my edges print out. All right, put that in the middle there. Matter of fact, let me just center that on my page there. Boom, got that in the center. And now I'm gonna send this to print on the RP-200, and then we're gonna do the marrying process. All right, so let me send this to print. Only thing I gotta do is hit this print button right there. It's all hooked up wirelessly, so send this to print. Here we go. You see the RP-200 getting the signal. I think it's gonna warm up first. It warms up a little bit if it's been sitting there for a while. But one thing I do like about the RP-200 is it's been sitting here for a long time, and I don't have to worry about any ink usage. I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's just as soon as when I go back to use it again, it hasn't used any ink, so I don't have to worry about ink consumption like I do on the Ricoh RI-1000. So that's one really big factor with the white toner printer. All right, now let's get our sheet out and let's have a look at it. There's our sheet right here. It looks good. Got our blue, got our red, and it looks a little weird right now, guys, but don't worry about how it looks. It's white toner is something that you got to get used to, but this is our print right now. This is how it looks for those of you guys that might be interested in getting one, and when you get one, you're a little bit like, why does it look like this? Why does it look like so little bit of ink is on the thing? It's perfectly normal. This is how it's supposed to look. All right, so let's go over to do the marrying process. So now I'm over here at my Ricoma press, and this is the way we want to do it with this two-step transfer thing. You want to let your heat your heat press up to 300 degrees, 300 seconds, because we're going to have to warm up this bottom platen. That's the way white toner transfers work. You got to warm up the bottom platen first. And something about this Ricoma press I like is you can press the button to set the heat and just dial everything in. You'll see my Ricoma, go look at my Ricoma press video to see this. But one thing I got wrong in that, then I'm just sidebarring for right now. When you press this down, I was disappointed there was no release feature on this press, but there is a release feature. And a release feature is the simplest ever. You just pull up on the handle and it lets up. So as simple as it gets. You like put a little force on the handle and it automatically releases, which I did not know, because I'm looking for a button like every other press, but this, you just pull up on the handle and it just releases itself. All right, so yeah, this is a little sidebar. So yeah, you want to let this heat up 300 degrees, put it on 300 seconds, because that's how, then you press it down and let the bottom platen heat up for 300 seconds, and then we start the marrying process. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get my Teflon sheets in place. I put one at the bottom. And, well, these are not Teflon. These are just like the butcher paper you can use. Put one at the bottom and one at the top. That's that's how I put my sheet in between there, my A to B sheet, with my transfer in between there, so it doesn't, because sometimes the residue off of the transfer, you'll see what I'm talking about, it can come off a little bit, so I don't want that to happen, so I use butcher paper. All right, so let me let that heat up, and after it heats up, we're going to marry the two together, 300 degrees for 125 seconds, and then after that we're going to peel it. We got to do immediate hot peel, and then the marry process will be done and we'll have a transfer. All right, so let's let this thing heat up. If you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. So now my heat press is all heated up, 300 degrees for 300 seconds. I'm going to press it down so that I can let the platen heat up you want the bottom platen to be hot and the top platen to be hot. So I'm going to press it down and let it go for that full 300 seconds. And I'm going to talk to you guys while I'm doing this and tell you guys this whole process. All right, so it might seem like it's complicated at first, but it's really not that complicated. All you got to do is you're going to lay down your sheet with your transfer on it. This is the marrying process. Then you're going to get your B sheet. This is your A sheet. You're going to get your B sheet, which has the glue on top on it, and you're going to lay it down on top of this sheet, right? And you can tell which direction, because if you got the right paper, it has the grid on the back. That's the wrong side. You want to lay it down with the adhesive side, right, with the solid side, directly on top of your printout, right? With the shiny side facing the back, you can tell which side the print is on. This is the dull side. So you want to lay them down like that, and then you lay this down flat on your heat press. Then you marry it for 120 seconds. I do it for 125. 120 seconds, and then immediately when it comes up, you want to peel it low and slow and consistent and not stop, and that will allow the glue to be on the back of your A sheet, and then you have a transfer. And the best part about it is you can store these transfers after they're made. So you can do something like go somewhere, and I printed up a few of them for you so you guys can see me how I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a few of them just for demonstration purposes. You can store these. You can have them at, like, if you go to like a t-shirt place, like a vending event, you can have all your transfers set to the side. You can have a few shirts displayed, and when somebody wants something, you can let them press their own shirt, or you can press it for them. So you got options when you're doing this stuff. It's pretty cool stuff. All right, so boom. All right, so pop up. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna grab my Teflon sheet, put it at the bottom. All right, I'm gonna grab my A sheet, put it at the top. I'm gonna grab my B sheet. I'm gonna put it on top of that. Right, make sure it's at the top. Make sure it's right at the top of that. Directly at the top. I'm gonna set that down. I'm gonna change my time. Change my time to 120 seconds. Enter. And I'm gonna grab my other sheet. Put it on top of this. And we're gonna marry these two 120 seconds. Heavy pressure. All right, and I'm gonna make like one or two of them so you guys can see the process. And another thing that you can do is you can actually, one thing I forgot to do, I forgot to put a little crease in the corner. I'm gonna pay for that a little later, but it's okay, I'll figure it out. But one thing that you can do is you can press actually two sheets at the same time. I'm not sure if I would recommend that, because when it pops open, you want to peel the first sheet low and slow as quick as possible, because you want to peel it right away, and you're also supposed to rub the sheets at the top. So I'm going to get my little, it's a old t-shirt right here that I got, and this stuff is really hot when it opens up, so you want to be careful with it so you don't burn yourself. All right, so let's wait till this thing pops open. 4, 3, 2, 1. And hopefully I didn't mess up by not creasing that corner right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and rub that print in, and I gotta try to get a corner now, so I didn't separate it. There we go. So I got a corner, and I'm gonna go ahead and peel it low and slow, but consistent. Low, slow, and consistent peel. All right, and the reason why I got this shirt in my hand is because this thing is hot. The bottom platen is hot. All right, so I'm peeling it low and slow. I got this. This is when your platen comes in handy. Up, because it can get away from you. See how I pulled it out? This is when you pull out come in handy. All right, so now got a pretty good peel. Got a pretty good peel in that. I see that an edge, probably missed an edge, but overall my transfer is ready to go, and it's a pretty decent transfer. It's an acceptable transfer. All right, now let me do another one. All right, I'm going to show you guys that transfer in a second. This is now trash. All right, let's do another one while our platen is still hot. 3, 2, 1, pop up. All right, so first thing we're going to do is remove this little sheet right here, and then we're going to rub the top of it, which is going to, they say it helps the heat dissipate. I believe that it makes sure the B sheet is, the glue is adhered to the A sheet. That's what I think. So, you know, just rub that in there, and once you've rubbed it a little bit, you can go ahead and start your peel. Start from the corner, low and slow. You see that glue is on top of there, whereas though it wasn't before. Low, slow, and consistent peel right here. And this is the good part about having a nice slide out drawer, so you don't have to worry about all this stuff right here, getting your hand burnt and stuff like that. So there you go. Nice, low, and slow peel. Boom, boom. When you get to the edge, you want to slow down. All right. Now this one was not a good example, but at the same time, you can get the idea. It wasn't a good example because I messed up at first. I pressed on the wrong side at first, but actually, it's still a good transfer, to be honest with you. It's still a good transfer, but we got a little bit of white glue residue on this edges right here, so we're not going to use that, but we could use it. All right, so let me demonstrate to you guys now how you press a shirt now that you've made your transfer. All right, so you guys got to bear with me because I'm going to go ahead and press myself a shirt that I'm going to wear today with my hat. So got my shirt laid down. I'm just going to press it for a few seconds just to get the wrinkles out. I changed my Ricoma press to 15 seconds. Let me go ahead and lay that down right there. Let that press out a little bit. Then I'm getting my transfer off screen. You guys can't see that. Got my transfer in hand right here. All right, now what I'm going to do with my transfer is I'm actually going to go ahead and get that edge off, because this shirt is white, so you won't really see the white residue because it's white. But just me being anal, I'm just going to go ahead and trim that excess off where I see the white at. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and put this on my shirt. 4 fingers down, center it up a little bit. And this is one thing about the white toner that is kind of a little bit limiting, because it's kind of the 8.5 by 11 looks kind of small on an extra large shirt, but it's okay. We're going to make this work just for demonstration purposes for you guys. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit because I want it down just a little bit. I think it'll look better that way. All right, so a little bit more than 4 fingers down on this in this instance. So I'm just going to go ahead and press it down. 15-second cold peel, and you guys will see how it does what it do. All right, so now when it comes off, this is a cold peel, so I'm gonna go ahead and take it off of the hot platen and put it on a cold platen right next door so it can go ahead and finish cooling. If you guys can see that right there, cold platen. Go ahead and let this thing cool off, and then we're going to peel it off. Now, what you will find is that when you take it off of a hot platen and put it on something cold, the heat dissipates very, very fast. But don't be in a rush. Don't peel it too fast. Just take your time, and you know, take your time and make sure it's super, super cold. Well, yeah, cold before you peel it off. All right, so I'm gonna just let that sit there for a second. Actually, guys, it didn't take long at all. It's cool to touch. Still a little tiny bit warm, but I know from experience that I can go ahead and peel this off. So let me just grab a corner right here and I'm just going to peel it off. And what you're going to notice is you have a shiny finish. You have a shiny finish. Look at that transfer. Every single thing came off. Everything came off. So I like that so far. But right now we have this shiny glossy type of finish. We want to get rid of that, right? Or you can leave it like this, because that could be a vibe. It could be a look, right? But for me, I'm going to get rid of that. So I'm going to just hit it for one time for 15 seconds on the press that's already heated up, and we're going to get rid of that gloss. Watch this, guys, watch this. So boom, lay it on that press. Lay it on the press. Focus real fast, sorry about that. All right, we focus, lay it on the press. Go ahead and grab my little sheet, put it on top of it, and press it down for 15. And that's gonna get rid of that irritating shine that we don't want. Or you might want it. It might be a look that you want, you know. So let's get rid of that thing right there. And then we're gonna put our shirt on, and then we're gonna be good. Good to go for the day. All right. So boom. That's off right there. All right. There we go. Boom. No more glossy. No more glossy. Now, people say it's a paper feel, but it's not. It's not a paper feel. It's more like a rubbery type of feel. It's more like a vinyl type of. It's like if vinyl was super, super flat, then this is how it would feel. But it's on there. It's vibrant. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to do, guys. And let me put it on so I can show you guys. Let me put it on. So there y'all go, man. I'm rocking it. And you know what they say? Actually, they don't say it, but I'm going to say it. You can't approve it. You can't really test it out if you're not wearing it. So I'm wearing it right now. I'm going to wear it for the day. And we'll see how it holds up. I'm going to wash it. We'll see how it lasts. And actually, the size, the 8.5 by 11 sheet, does not look that bad at all. It looks appropriate, very appropriate on this shirt as far as size is concerned. So, hey man, this is the RP-200. You see the quality. It is quality. You can sell this shirt. I'm going to sell this shirt on my site along with this embroidered hat as a matching set. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'm going to test it out a little bit before I list it up. This hat is live right now. You can get this with the red mesh, or you can get this with the blue mesh. Very limited quantities. I'm going to list the shirt in the next day or two to go with the hat, but I have to make sure I take some nice pictures of the shirt. Maybe one or two with me wearing the shirt, and one or two with, you know, with your layout, with the shirt laying on the floor looking nice and good. So give me a few days. If you guys are interested in that, then it'll be live in a few days, and I'll let you guys know exactly when it's live. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. RP-200. I think the print, like I said, looks official on the shirt. It's a nice looking size. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're interested in RP-200, like I said, I'm going to run some more tests on it, do some wash tests. But if you're interested in it, use my Ricoma affiliate link down in the description below to purchase yours. And I'm rocking with the RP-200 videos for a while, because we got to get to the bottom of it. We got to explore all the different methods that we can make money, as well as show you guys and tell you guys how to make money after you get your equipment. All right. So the RP-200, thumbs up for me. I'm backpedaling again because I said in prior videos that I only use it for tags. No. Look at it. I think it's official. Let me know what you guys think. Comments below. Talk to you guys on the next video. It's your boy Alan Wade. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you're not following me on TikTok, make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. A-Dubb Productions on TikTok and A-Dubb Productions on Instagram. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
Turn up that, crank it up. Why listen to the rest when you're rocking with the best, baby?